to the channel or just plain old welcome if this is your first visit. Hey, I'm trying something new. I got an alarm set for not quite 30 minutes from now and another one set a little less than an hour from now. And I'm going to cut it off in. So I'm just going to talk about Ron Paul at the beginning. But in the, if you could come in the chat, go ahead and ask some questions or answer questions like, you got any coin show advice? I'm going to a coin show on November 10th unless political upheaval gets in the way. And I'd be curious as to what to expect. Are the prices going to be similar to online? Good morning, Zoltan. Hey, I saw your pouring thing just recently. I don't know. I've been in a lot of pain. I hurt my back. Getting a little bit better. No drugs. Um, other than my stent thing, which makes me sick. But hey, thank you for stopping in. So, well, I'll get to Ron Paul. Oh, Emerald Coast Stacker. Bring lots of cash. I am. I actually thank you. Oh my goodness. Look at all these comments. Good to see you virtually. Um, yeah, well, I don't know if it's lots of cash. I'm been I'm keeping my October. I do things on a scheduled budget. And so, and it's pretty strict, although flexible if I get any kind of windfalls, which I recently did get. Social Security, man, they got issues. They need to get calculators or something. But I'm not going to complain. They keep throwing money at me. But yeah, so I've combined October and November budget together, and I think I should be able to get my wish list. My wish list is a couple rolls of pre-65 dimes, possibly the Winged Liberty, aka Mercury, and or the pre-65 Roosevelts. Awesome poker chips. They were really cheap. I went to one company that it looked like they made better chips, but they wanted $60 for the cheapest shipping to to Hawaii. Come on, it's priority mail works just fine and dandy. I ended up getting these. Oh my goodness! And then they screwed up and left the first order, 100 chips. Um, they scanned it into their system, but never got it to the post office, USPS, over a week. And I call and say, "Hey, what's up?" "Oh, our bad." Boom. 3 days later, 100 poker chips. Yesterday, what shows up? Another 100 poker chips. So I emailed them saying, "Hey, tell me how I can return these and make sure I don't get charged." What are they going to do with Silver Sleuth chips? They're going to tell me, "Oh, no need. Sorry, our bad. See us in the future." I got mine on Amazon for 40 for 50. That's that's about what I paid. I think it was around 80 bucks for 100 chips, which is, I don't know, it's neat. 80 bucks nowadays. Come on. It's like if I had bad habits, I could blow that in the first 5 minutes of walking in anybody's business's door, especially if they served liquor, which I don't. Pirate Stacker. Arr, I had to polish my wooden peg leg this morning because arthritis is killing me. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take some cash. So I told you about the pre-dimes. I wouldn't mind getting a single uh, silver American Eagle from years either 13 or 14 through 2023, just so I can say I have one of every year. I'm not gonna pay crazy prices though. If I can get it cheaper online, I'm gonna, but you can't. A lot of the times, the good deals, it's their choice, the vendor or whoever. Need a trip trade? Yeah, my mailing address, my new post office box, PO Box 50, and my zip code, believe it or not, is 967829999. That's funny, um, but yeah. Or I don't know. I'm not high tech, so what I've been trying to do is, look at your folks' channels to see if there's a mailing address in the, call it the description, or show more. And then, seven, right on. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming in. No rules here, except I've got alarm set for at a half hour and an hour, and I'm not going to let it go 2 hours and 57 minutes. But if you have any answers to these kind of things, got any coin show advice, take lots of cash. Election result influence PMs is depending on who gets in. Is that gonna mess up the spot price, or does the COMEX just are they apolitical? How does inflation affect PM price or prices, or does it? Wow. Some of my favorite groceries have gone up. I don't know, double in the past 2 years. Why doesn't so? What's up with that? Why? I would expect gold and silver to get more expensive, like everything. As far as location, I'm not talking about real estate, although that can apply. But I think it applies to precious metal stacking. I'm stuck in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I think there's one coin shop on the whole island. Lots of guys on Craigslist, former dealers, some of them. But I hope everybody, wherever you're at, whether it's on the continental North America, United States, Canada. I know I've got some friends in the UK, even Scotland and Australia, and so I don't know what it's. I know you've got more coin shops to your availability than I do, and I just wanted to know if people appreciate that. Yeah, good morning, Seven. Coffee. I don't do much caffeine, not because it's not heart healthy, but I can't handle it. If I drink coffee, I gotta participate in calming activities like cannabis. I got dinner out with the family tonight, then football with my bro-in-law. Sorry, Emerald, but happy to live with you if you can give me more heads up. All right, wow, I'm helping people get connected. Just one of the many benefits of being a member of the stacking community. And then finally, stacking plans for 2024 and beyond. So yeah, if you want to just chat in there, great. If not, I'm going to go into my reverence to Ron Paul. Oh, first, here's a foreign coin. I just found this. I've had it for, oh my gosh, maybe decades. I don't know when. My dad stopped smoking pipe, switched to cigars after cigarettes and cigars and a pipe. My dad smoked for 75 years. He's probably going to beat my record. I don't think I'm going to beat his record. But he was a mechanical engineer and he was a pipe smoker, and somehow he got it in his mind to somehow weld, attach this coin. If anybody's interested, I'll get the loop out and see exactly what it says. But and I've used this, and it's got a little stirring. Um, it's almost like a Leatherman multi-tool. There's a blade, there's a stick. Let me see if I can do it off camera. Yeah, there it is, almost. Oops. Oops. Ouch! I didn't cut myself. My back is still sore if I move wrong. Try to get this stick out. Stir stick. There you go. That pokey thing, man, I've used that more than any of these other. Yeah, all my knives need cleaned, probably sharpened. This is a family heirloom. I have no idea what it's made out of. I have no idea. I would probably bet against that having any silver content, but it's possible. Take care, pirate. Gotta run. Lunch with fish. Awesome. Um, so these are the subjects you can bring up while I'm gonna admire. I'd say it's my first uh, precious metal Austrian economics Mises Institute type and the Fed hero. This is a pretty neat. I'm sure it's copper. Sorry, it's like 4 something in the morning. My volume probably sucks. You let me know if you can hear me or if I need to whisper a little louder. But yeah, Ron Paul, what a guy. He's still alive. He actually does I don't know if it's a daily podcast, but he's still got a website. The guy's 88 years old. Um, and he stammers a little bit, but he's always kind of stammered. Uh, he's actually a medical physician, was, and I don't think you lose that stuff, but I do think eventually he got into obstetrics. I think he delivered babies, but he was a surgeon, a flight surgeon during I think the Vietnam War. Super interesting guy. Uh, if you ever seen him, let me know if you know who Ron Paul is. If nobody knows who Ron Paul is, first of all, I got issues, and then, but yeah, I doubt it. But if you look at him, and if you look at that Jerome Powell guy, I'm telling you, do a split screen. Think Jerome Powell kind of looks like Ron Paul that had one of those extreme makeovers that used to be on the TV and stuff. But anyhow, yeah, so yeah, Ron Paul, I did jot down a few notes so I don't stammer too much. But so, he's born in 1935. Uh, he's a doctor, Dr. Ron Paul. He's an author, an activist, obviously a physician, retired politician, which I think is kind of a bad rap. I don't really know if he was a politician. Did you know that Ron Paul every year when he did his congressional budget, his his stipend for running his office, I live oh, you live life, love the entire Paul family. I think Rand would make a great president. I do too. I would hope that him and whoever wins well, if one of the persons that are running for president of the United States could maybe get over some of their past issues. They had some, well, uh, President Trump had some pretty harsh words, and that I copped an attitude towards Trump when he kind of kind of cut on his looks or something. I don't remember. I don't watch that much politics. I used to. I actually majored in political science before I switched my major to Budweiser at Ohio State, but that was back in the '70s, late '70s, before I figured out I needed Uncle Sam's help to get my life in order. But yeah, I agree with you, Ron. He seems honest, but so and he does the same thing that his dad did, only on the Senate side, which is probably a bigger budget. So he spends his budget. He uses his budget, and what's left over at the end of the year, he sends back. And of course, that lowers his budget for the following year. But he still manages to save money and still do the job. Personally, in 2024, why do they even need to go to Washington? They got all this Zoomy stuff, meetings and FaceTime, and they could do this live stuff. What is that? Super Stream, something or other, the alligator, I think, or the snake with the headphones logo. It's pretty cool. So, StreamYard, something like that. But anyhow, so yeah, and he's still alive. Uh, actually had a stroke during a live podcast, I think. To network. I would recommend finding the oldest person at the end of the show. They're looking to sell and don't want to haul that weight out there. That's I'm gonna write that down. Um, but unfortunately, I might be that old person that people are looking to because I'm thinking about taking my uh, kilos, which are 32 something grams, right? Or no, 32 ounces. They're pretty cool, but look how big and bulky and stash wise. And what if, again, what if silver? What if silver and gold? You wake up one day and gold's at 5 grand and silver's at $55. Are people going to be afford? Are they going to want to spend 32 times 55, even at spot? Because I got all this stuff like super cheap. This is like the Dollar Tree of silver buying back in 88 or 98, uh, that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking about putting one of these in my pocket and putting this thing without the box in my other pocket and see if I can turn those into just a more portable, more stackable, smaller silver, like generic rounds. Um, I have no idea where I got that. I'm 99% sure I got it at a coin shop. Same thing with this thing. This is kind of neat. This is Johnny Clegg, but it's more neater is it's on the back is These are effigy mounds, probably, I don't know, 25 minutes from where I was raised. And there's a golf course. That's actually a character of one of the golf holes, a circular mound. It's called Mound Builders, the name of the golf course. It's 9 holes. It's private, and it's a very controversial as far as that. But I'd rather convert them into stuff like this. I'm not a prospector. I've already got 2 of these. I'm not interested in getting the whole series of really anything. And then bars like this. I'd like to turn this into something. I think this is the 4 ouncer. I got a couple of these. Bring a rolling luggage to all your PMs. Your back will thank you later. Well, I'm probably not going to get that much, and my back is really killing me. I don't know. They're trying to hook me up with a specialist since I did it at work. Since I hurt myself at work, trade them for smaller. That's right, Zoltan. I mean, I don't know if that's right or not, but I agree with you. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna, but I'm gonna put these in my pocket. I think it'd make a good video. Oh, is that a kilo in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I would get you more money if you sold it to the community, make a community post and put it out there. Sure, thanks, Emerald Coast. Yeah, but I've never done that. I don't know how would I go about, uh, you know, the actual transaction part of it. I just recently resurrected my PayPal account from when I sold antiques and stuff. And collectibles. And in 2011, I had a brief spurt of getting rid of all my what I called ugly silver. In hindsight, I wish I'd have kept that 10-ounce Engelhard uh, bar, but it went for over $50 an ounce. And then you had your fees and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if it was vintage. I mean, that was in 2011. I think that bar was a hand-me-down. I didn't buy it, so it might have been something my dad had stashed. So yeah, so I don't know how all that. Now there's some like everybody that's in this chat. I kind of feel like I know you, sorta, and I would trust you folks. Well, here, send it here, and I'll send this there, blah blah blah. Uh, but yeah, you could get with something that could help you race the big stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty. I love this thing. But man, I got this stuff, and it must have come with some COAs and stuff, but that wasn't involved. And actually, I don't even remember whether this was the one that came in this box or not, because I bought some empty stuff from this one particular corn dealer. Corn. Ship it out USPS with tracking and charge. Yeah, I used Priority. I'm pretty well versed in Priority. I hate the new prices. When I moved back, I probably sent 50 Priority mail large boxes. If it didn't fit in a Priority mailbox or my luggage or sea bag, um, and I did take 2 plane rides back to Hawaii in order to complete the move. Late 16 and then early 17, I came back forever. But yeah, priority mail, but it's gotten expensive. But 50 over 50 packages, and from almost 6,000 miles from Ohio to Hawaii, only one took longer than 3 days, and some of them took only 2 days. Super simple. Yeah, I agree. And I even back then, believe it or not, and I'm not very computer. Uh, I have I have to actually really try to do something on a computer. But back then, I had actually learned, believe it or not, I had actually learned how to do HTML so I could save money on my eBay photos. I had a website, but it was connected to Bull Terrier Rescue, Aloha Bullies, .com. Um, and so, yeah, I'm a big fan of the United States Postal Service. My father-in-law retired from the post office. He drove truck though at night, midnight shift in Hawaii. And my cousin's wife left the post office when her menopause caused her to lose her mind. So I got shipping figured out. All you got to do is figure out your price. Price is easy. Man, I'm telling you, this silver was dirt cheap when I started, and I went a little crazy because I had a bunch of cash stashed. And then once I felt comfortable with, my amount of ounces really quickly, then I developed a strategy of buying on a budget. break it down into a race for it. I don't understand the race part, but yeah, that's a good idea. Again, I'm not good at high tech. Out of laziness and up until I discovered you folks, it's been about 4 months now. YouTube stacking channel community. I never concerned myself with it. And menopausal women are not to be messed with. Dude, I'm a survivor. 2011, 2012, through my wife, and then I think I've gone through menopause. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's contagious. But so yeah, I'm not greedy. I wouldn't, but I'm not stupid either. But I don't think I don't I don't think it would be a hassle figuring out the deal part of it. Just the payment, and I don't know if they could do it PayPal. I haven't used my PayPal thingy since 2000, probably 12-ish. Um, so women in general. Well, I've been lucky, labor under correct knowledge, but I've been with my wife. This month makes 45 years. So, and I'm just not, I don't want to trade her in. I have, uh, again, menopause. But my midlife crisis was, I missed that part of the man book, man club instructions. So I think have I talked about Ron Paul enough? Anyway, these are cool. I might have made a political contribution. I don't. I would until I pulled these things out and started looking at them again. I'm not sure how I got these things. Maybe I did buy them online uh, or through donating. I don't know. I just don't remember because I didn't buy stuff, take it home, and admire it for weeks upon weeks upon weeks. I looked at it, inspected it. Didn't have no pingers back then, no Sigma this. I did have an OHAS triple beam dialogram manual, not electric. Very cool. In hindsight, should I have shipped that? Yeah, probably. But I didn't. I don't think I did. I keep finding stuff though. I've got some poker chips that aren't like this. They're called Nevada Jacks or something like that. I used to use them for my house games. We'd attach. They were denominated in uh, large numbers, large amounts, but we just used a decimal point. It was mostly friendly. I didn't tried not to let it get it too out of hand, and I tried not to take everybody's money every time. But yeah, poker chips are cool. Ron Paul's more cool. I just really, really intensely like this guy. Love is a pretty strong word, but they're 995s. I think they're legal. I think I got them right around the same time I got this stuff. Maybe this is supposedly illegal, cause somebody to go to prison, maybe, and get fined and spend a lot of money at an attorney or attorneys. Okay, so Ron Paul. Are we done with Ron Paul? Uh, I'm sure. Anyway. So he's. I read it. I read one of. There's the first alarm. So stop. Looks like there's 5 people. I don't know if that includes me. And so I'm going to make sure I got Ron Paul covered, and then I'm going to go to the chat if anybody wants to answer these questions. And I am cutting on, when the alarm goes off, uh, that's my time to wrap it up. Probably another 29 minutes. So I did jot down some notes because I don't like rambling. But uh, so there was this. I can't remember. It was a book. It was a book, but it was almost like a pamphlet or a tract. um, It was called Gold, Peace, and Prosperity, the Birth of a New Currency. And that planted the seed of, Austrian economics, uh, real money, gold standard, and stuff like that. That planted the seed, but I didn't really follow up on it to start stacking. I should have because I borrowed that. I had to give it back. Guy made it feel like it was made out of gold. Um, and another one. I forget the name of that one, but I do remember this one because it planted the seed. And then he's most famous for End the Fed, and I think that was in 2009 or something like that. He ran for president a few times. I actually voted for him. I wrote him in, and that's when I realized my little town was crooked because they didn't. I looked at the election results after I forget what election, but there was no mention of Ron Paul or other. So I know they're all cheaters. Looking for Hawaii coins to make a ring. Yeah, good luck with that. They're expensive. So anyway, I'm going to go right back to the chat, but I think we're done with Ron Paul, yeah? I think so. Look, they're all the same, but just different sizes. So yeah, Ron Paul. Give me a thumbs up if you know who he is. FG Stacker, hey, how's it? Awesome. Uh, I could probably respond to chat in the chat, but I don't want to take a chance of screwing things up. So I do know how to scroll back, and so I'm gonna review the chat. Uh, Zoltan 303 Stacking says, "Good morning, Emerald Coast Stacker." Says, "Bring lots of cash." That's probably in reference to got any coin show advice. I love that. Good to see you too. Hi, Emerald. Top of the morning. Awesome poker chips. Thank you. Uh, got a bunch of them, I guess. Pirate Stacker. Arr. Uh, Try and get in the show before the doors open to the public. That's where some of the best deals are to be had. Great idea. I've only got one day that I can go. This is assuming that my back's going to be well enough, and I think it is. It's improving um, with rest. I even got a hospital bed so I can have my feet up because I noticed my feet were starting to swell. I don't know if that was from some of the dope that they gave me. It put me on a steroid at first, and then put me on a muscle relaxer, which made me sick. Didn't help. I quit taking that. But yeah, that's a great idea. Um, what up? So Pirate Stacker, yeah. Arr, I can hear his peg. I heard he left, but I could hear his peg leg walking. Uh, very nice. Got a live a double ship. Okay. Zoltan. Hi, Pirate. Ha ha. I need a chip trade with you, bro. Silver Sleuth. Yes, Pirate, you're gone, but um, yeah, that's great. Just tell me how to do it. I just sent out two. What do you guys call them? Mail call swag. I don't have swag. I got poker chip. Uh, uh, to World Money Wins and Emperor Wang. They had, I got their address off of the envelope, and it took me a while. I should have done it a week ago, but I've been laid up for about 10 days or so now with a really severe back. My Google PhD search degree lends me to self-diagnose it as severely strained or damaged sciatic nerve, or just ageism. Don't heal as fast as I used to anyway. So back to the chat. Oh, we're done with Ron Paul. But yeah, Ron Paul, yay. Ron Paul for president, not at 88. I wouldn't vote for Ron Paul as president. Uh, I just, there's a difference between his 88 and Donald J. Trump's 78 or whatever. It was a huge difference. And I've been a caregiver for four octogenarians in my life, and I know how they can rapidly deteriorate brain-wise. It's not their fault. A lot of scientists are blaming it on sugar, diabetes 3. Anyhow, um, Emerald Coast, I'm going live tonight if you want to join, Pirate. It will be a variety show. Nice. Emerald Coast Stacker, top of the morning, 7. Got dinner. The Pirate's going out. Sorry, but happy to live with you. Give me a heads up. All good. Gotta run. How you run on a peg leg? Be careful. Would I find the oldest person at the end of the show? Yeah, that's great advice. I hope I'm gonna be watching my 6 in case people think I'm the oldest person at the end of the show. Take care, Pirate. Good to see you. Emerald Coast knows the Paul family, or live near them, or love the entire. Yeah, I think Rand would be a great president. I think Rand could help in the next administration if it goes to the right. By the way, the vice president candidate, left-handed. I do not trust left-handed people unless I know them and I know that I can trust them. Lots of left-handed presidents in the last 5 or 6 of them. Uh, yeah, some kind of psychosis that I've got. Bring a rolling luggage to all your PMs. Well, there's no Second Amendment in Hawaii. I'm not taking a whole lot. I'll probably end up not taking these things because I do feel more comfortable. But I'll ask and I'll take photos and say, hey, you interested in something like this? I'm trying to avoid state tax, not because I'm a tightwad, although I am, but I am not a fan of sales tax on a lot of stuff. Really anything. In Hawaii, they tax food, they tax everything. They tax your thoughts. Oh, I think I'm going to buy that. Oh, all of a sudden you get a bill and you haven't even bought it yet. But back to the chat. But yeah, I'm not probably. I don't know yet. I've got, I don't know, 18, 17 days to figure it out. And who knows, maybe something's going to dramatically happen to where it's going to not be, they're not going to have the show. I think it's scheduled like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can do it on Sunday, assuming I'm well enough to go back and do my 3-day work week, part-time job, which does require quite a bit of lifting and sitting. And none of that's good for my back. And I lift properly, lift with your leg, blah blah blah. But Hawaii's a little insulated, isolated from some of the political upheaval that can and does happen on the mainland United States. But I don't know. I'm pessimistically optimistic that I'm going to be at the coin show on the 10th. I don't know what shape my back's going to be in, but so yeah, I'm glad I did this. Lauren's going to be coming up pretty soon. So let me through the chat. I bet make more money if you sold it to the community, make a community post and put it out there. So yeah, make more money. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that, but I think I would have a better chance of trading for some neat stuff. I've got eagles, got plenty of eagles. I finally completed my one at a time, 10 at a time Lucy monster box. It's much easier just to buy the damn thing and bury it with the bands on it. Trust me. But not at today's prices. Um, Most of my silver, I'm sorry, I don't hope it doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, but when it went to $10 an ounce, I noticed that I was taking less silver away from the coin shop, and I didn't really slow down on the buying, but definitely my accumulating slowed down just because the prices were going up. So $5, $6, $7 an ounce. That's why I don't remember premiums. I was just an out the door. Give me the out the door. And in Ohio, they didn't charge tax when I first started stacking. Somewhere along the way, they decided, oh, let's charge tax. That didn't last very long. People grumbled, and then they stopped charging tax. I kind of, I missed, accidentally on purpose, I missed a lot of uh, rising prices when I was buying. Took advantage of the rising prices when I decided to sell my scrap gold and big, ugly silver. I sold some Panama rounds. Yeah, do I regret? I'd love to have those Panama silver rounds back, especially that Engelhard 10-ounce bar. But it is what it is, and um, I don't use my rear view mirror in life except for driving. Got 3 of them, and I do use them frequently, but not to dwell on things. So yeah, probably, but and I'm not greedy. I'm doing okay. I'm not wealthy. I've been a scrimper and a saver for almost ever, except for the 70s when I was a teenager. I switched from collecting baseball cards and stamps to girls and sports. Um, but I'm a fixed income senior citizen, and I'm I always thought that stuff like this, and especially gold, would help fix that income. So plus, I'm old. I, I don't know. Chances are I'm not going to be able to do anything with any of the stuff that I got because I'm going to be dead. Oh, I'm still a prepper. Sorry. So back to the chat before it ends. Uh, yep. So I agree with you on that. But I think selection wise, the um, the stacking community kicks Okole really a big selection. And I trust I trust you folks more than I trust pretty much anybody else except for myself, my wife, and maybe my brother. Uh, but he's stuffed with cash, so he wouldn't. I guess I trust him. Uh, but so yeah, thank you, Emerald Coast. That's a great thought. Zoltan, yes. Uh, Ship it out. Yep, I'm a fan of USPS. Super simple. It is, and thank goodness, because I'm super simple. uh, uh, my neighbors are up, and so's the rooster. Although I don't think that damn bird ever sleeps. Women in general. Oh yeah, menopausal. Yeah, I know. But I think it's a trade-off. I hate shaving, so you know that's a man thing, I guess. Well, maybe I don't know. I try not to pay attention to the societal trends in 2024. It's just too confusing. Uh, awesome, congrats, thanks at Silver Sleuth. Thank you. I don't know how to turn the when I read this. The at Silver Sleuth is in like a little highlighted white rectangle. I don't know how you folks do that. I have figured out some emojis. Uh, Emerald Coast Stagger. Would agree with 7, but toned a proof quarter and made it look crazy. Yeah, toning, I'm kind of over it now, especially since I call it toning instead of tarnish, but I never, I didn't even know about milk spots until I met you guys. Because my maples and philharmonics, and I found a touch on some eagles that were just in the tubes, and those are probably the ones that I, never that had been opened before, either by me when I inspected them, or the coin shop guy would pull them out and show them to me. So, but I don't think exposure to elements has a whole lot to do with milk spotting. I could be wrong, but I don't care. I'm over all that stuff. Toning can be amazing. Yes, it has. I've got some toned stuff. I've got a toned Canadian wildlife thingy that when I somehow the case, the little plastic gizzy broke, and it's super dark. It's kind of ugly though. Uh, but I don't care about toning or milk spots. Obviously, I mock milk spots. Uh, I tried for a second there to promote the Milk Spot Premium as an authenticator if you don't want to spend 25 bucks or 30 bucks on a pinger, or 100 times that money on a Sigma Gizzy. Uh, but I'm over it. Been toning coins of all ages. That's cool. 7 stacks, Zoltan. Emerald Coast. Emerald Coast Tiger says, I use my laptop to chat and film from my phone. That way I can interact with the chat just to be sure to turn the volume down on the laptop. I have a fancy laptop. I just haven't taken the time to figure out how to use it. I'd like to, I wouldn't mind experimenting with to see if I could find out with, I'm thinking guys like Salivate Metal, where they do stuff and you can tell it's on their top. Louis, they're on some kind of computer, but haven't figured out how to transfer photos and stuff from my phone to my laptop yet. I'm sure it's probably just as simple as getting the right cable, but I don't care. This phone's plenty. And it, if the internet went away tomorrow, goodbye. Nice knowing you. It's not going to happen, but it it wouldn't bother me. I'd get more done. That's for sure. Physical stuff. And if the internet goes down, there's going to be a lot of physical work to be done, shoring up tripwires and passive alarms and real alarms. And I have to deal with the Second Amendment. I have nothing. 7 Stack says, I need your chip. I don't know if you're talking to me, but yeah, just I have my email is on my page, my channel page, other, where you hit other or more. Click on my icon, then there's a more, and you click on it. And so I got my email there, and I've got Howley 007, and I've got my new post office box, very anonymous. Pumpkin's here. I gotta get Pumpkin. So I'm gonna unhook this phone from the charger. You're not gonna be able to see anything. I'm just gonna go open the door so he can come in and quit meowing. He's my feral cat friend. Ah. Hey, Pumpkin. Come on in, buddy. Hey, how's it? There's Pumpkin. Guess you can't see him. Hey, I'm working. Come out here and tell me what's going on. Yeah. Come here, buddy. Hi. Say hi, Pumpkin. Hi, Pumpkin. No tail. This poor thing. I found him over a couple of years ago. He disappeared for 11 months. And he was a little kittenish. And I knew he'd come down off of the hill in the backyard to my little cinder block wall crying. I gave him food out there. I noticed his tail had been severed and was just a bloody mess. And the kid, and it looked, I'm, I'm confident, I'm positive that somebody did that on purpose. It was just too almost clean of a cut. See, he kind of likes me. He bites and scratches, and he's feral cat. Don't have to worry about mice and stuff anymore. So back to the chat. Hey, Pumpkin, hang on. The alarm's going to go off, and that'll startle him. I give him. I don't drink milk, but I buy milk for him. I buy it in those little cartons that are. They sell it unrefrigerated, like little kid milk carton thingies, real small. And yeah, hi. And he does eat some of my Beyond Best Buy day tuna. He doesn't care for sardines, which is strange. Um, and actually bought some cat kibble, but he prefers dog kibble. And the dog, Forrest, he prefers cat kibble. Go figure. But I try not to. Hey, Pumpkin, how's it? Oh, up on my lap. This is new behavior. He's probably gonna jump on this stuff. Ouch, 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 ouch. His front claws are always out. Ouch, 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 ouch. And then he kind of needs me like he's nursing or something. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, okay, that hurts. That hurts. That's oh hey. He don't weigh much. It didn't hurt. I felt it a little bit in my back getting him off. Anyway, so here we are. Let me see. You collected girls. Yes, I did. Before 1979, I sure did, especially in the Philippines and Thailand. Uh, Long story. Probably, definitely not. Uh, yeah, you know, 70s. Free love. Shower with a friend. Save water. Okay, buddy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. So let me see. Back to the you need. So I need your tip. Yay! Yeah, just let me know. So yeah, and I'll. I think I can go back and review this live chat part. So I'll take notes, and I've actually got me a little page that I'm I'm putting writing stuff down. I've even got a special drawer. Oop! What are you doing? No, hang on here. There we go. Wow, Pumpkin is very gregarious today. He must like live chat, or he just likes to mess with me. So yeah, Seven Stacks, Sultan. Check Pirates channel description, and you can find his address. Yeah, I saw that, but he had some other stipulations, and I, I've been in a lot of pain, and my what do you call it? Train of thought, my attention span is really bad uh, for the past 10 days. Ouch, 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 ouch. Pumpkin's Pumpkin's doing his thing. Crazy. Out. Come on. You're a weird dog. Uh, uh, so yeah, I will. Thank you. Uh, Take care, everybody. Got to get ready for the day. All right, Zoltan or Zoltan, however it's pronounced. Um, I kind of used to like butchering all your folks' names now, but nobody noticed, so I'm trying to get it correctly now. Emerald Coast Stacker. Be good, Sultan. Sultan. Seven Stack says, have a great one at Sultan 303 Stacking. Sultan says, love to you all. Aloha Val Oi. You collected girls. Yes, I did. Well, oh, well, there he is. He's gold. Golden. Good job, Pumpkin. Oh my goodness. This is a new well, it's an old behavior that he hasn't displayed since he returned after his 11-month. I don't know where he was. Did he in prison? I have no idea. I don't know anything about cats. This is kind of my first cat, and he's not even mine. I think I'm his though. Who knows? Good boy. All right. Oh wow! I wish if I'd have known you were gonna show up, Pumpkin, I'd have brought out my milk spotted silver to see if you would lick it off. Um, there are some sketchy people in the community, sir. Yeah, I believe you. Eccentric as well, and I thought I was bad. Men kind of do that. Seven. Yeah. Oh, is seven a gal? I didn't mean anything chauvinistic or misogynistic or anything like that. I'm just old fashioned. I've been monogamous for 45 years. Uh, I don't, yeah, sorry, I forget. But I guess there's some Liberty Bleeds Silver, who's been a huge help to me. He's one of the first people that kind of reached out to me on a consistent basis. I forget what I mentioned about him, but I wish he was here. He's cool. Um, but nobody's perfect. No, that's true. At least none of us regular humans are perfect. Sorry. Anyway, sorry, Seven. But it was a tongue in cheek, and pardon that pun too. But you know, uh, I don't know how old I was when I figured out that girls were prettier than baseball cards. Probably 1969, 68, 70. And I don't know how old was I when that was like 10, 11, 12, 13 ish. Probably not as late as 13. I think I figured it out by the time I was in the fifth grade. But I was the youngest in my class, graduating class, and I was the smallest male in my class. Pretty much I was the shrimp. I think after graduating high school, I think I sprouted, like extra 5 or 6 inches when I was, getting close to 18. I was 16 years old at the beginning of my senior year. It was a bummer. Guys in my class were growing beards and driving and drinking legally at 18 years of old before I was legal to drive. So done with the chat. So awesome. Nobody's perfect. That's true. I will send an email with info. That's awesome. And you don't have, please trust me. I'm not doing this to. Uh, I'm doing this because you folks get a lot. I mean, some of you got like poker chip stacks and super elaborate displays. It's like looks like a museum, like poker stacking community, poker chip museums out there. So you don't have to send me stuff. Poker chip would be great, but you don't have to swag me up or anything. Oh, there's the alarm. It's a 5 minute, the kind. Um, Notice that I'm wrapping this up, and it's good. There's only a couple of us left. But yeah, I'm just about to arrive at my local coin shop. Oh my gosh! Wow, this is poetry in motion. Oh, I'm gonna hang up here in the next 4 minutes and 15 seconds because in case you do a live, I want to be available. I prefer to watch your guys' lives, put little comments if they're appropriate. Um, Try to keep it clean. Try not to break anything. Um, but I really appreciate it. So yeah, so you don't have to, a poker chip would be great, really great. I'm figuring out how to do stuff with it. Like I'm copying. I don't need to think much when it comes to this stuff because you guys have done all the work. Where's my? I got my poker. There we go. My poker chip. Um, tube. Got a tube. World Money Wins. Uh, Emperor Wang sent me some stickers. He also sent me a really cool um, Hawaiian medal, which I found I'd had this frame. I don't know, I probably got it at Goodwill or Savers or Salvation Army. But this has an easel, kind of. And so when I do a mail call, just like you folks, I'm going to be able to be fancy. See that? That's kind of neat. And then World Money Wins also sent me I think I must have won it in some kind of giveaway doll. But in there is a quarter ounce of silver, 999 silver, and I get the impression it's a round Pop Tart silver round with perforation lines in order to be able to either break it or cut it off so that you got fractional silver, which I love. Fractional anything. I got this is a tube of Golden State Mint. Anyway, I've saved that stuff. So yeah, I've got 3 bars. This is might be a vintage. I don't know anything about bars. I know there's a book out there, and you got online access to see. you know, mintage, numbers, year, blah, blah, blah. I don't have an OPM. Don't know how I got these. Probably just they were there at the coin shop. Apparently, AppMex is not super popular for some reason. I think it was they ended up kind of messing over the stacking community. Anyway, they did something that was a social faux pas as far as stackers were concerned. Ooh, what's this? Oh, those are my only Libertard, and I'm not even sure it's officially a Libertard. It might just be a Unza, and then in this 1/20th of an ounce. So that's for another video. So I want to wrap this up. So 4.9's fine. Hey, man, your channel is like really exploding. Good for you. I can tell you put a lot of work into it. And you've got all those, your special effects and technical savvy seems to be changing. Really, you don't forget to pat yourself on the back every so often. Uh, so I'm just about to write up my sales. I'm not jealous, Emerald Coast Stacker. Yeah, I am. I really am. There's a fine line between jealousy and envy. But they're both probably bad virtues. There are some sketchy people in the community. I agree. So catch up, no problem, bro. LOL. Stopping in to say hi. 495. Yeah, back to the chat. 7 Stack says I'm looking for a coin or medal celebrating Hawaii statehood. Whoa, poetry in motion. This, I think, there's I don't know if this is heads or tails, but there's another side of this that August something or other, 1959. This is a commemorative for state of Hawaii statehood. I hope they're not expensive because Emperor Wang sent me this out of the kindness of his heart. Unless I entered a giveaway and not knowing it, sometimes I do that. I was actually purposely not doing it, but now a couple times I have done it. I forget whose. But yeah, so don't have to send me none. Recap. Ron Paul, yay. Questions. Uh, uh, don't need to send me fancy stuff, but it's cool. Um, chat, suggestions and stuff like that. We're down to 4 people. Uh, thank you. 7 Stacks will keep an eye out for you. Awesome. Um, yeah, the now I have a Hawaii, 2 Hawaii quarters. One is a silver, got that at a coin shop in Ohio, ironically, and the other one is just a clad that I think I got in my change somewhere. Um, but yeah, Hawaii's neat, but the real, I mean, collector kind, super silver, especially if it's silver or gold, they were minted in San Francisco. I think mostly, late. I don't even know what years they were done because I noticed them back in the late 90s when I first started going to coin shops, and they were super pricey back then. Can't imagine what they would be now. Because I'm a weight. I've always been a weight guy. Yeah, if I could get some neat, semi-collectible, different, unique stuff for close to what I could have bought a generic eagle for. When I say generic eagle, just one that in kind of bus up in a cardboard box on sale. The kind when you see it, it's behind the counter. Uh, I kind of built up a little reputation for buying that stuff at a couple of those coin shops, and then they figured me out. That's how I ended up with those half-ounce 24 karat American President Spouse coin series. Half ounce of gold. I mean, nobody liked them. Even they didn't like them. But weight is weight is weight is weight. I think a half ounce of 24 karat gold, no matter how ugly the person is on one side, I don't I don't think it matters that much. Especially my mindset has always been melt. I never looked at selling my stuff in the future for the Federal Reserve note. So I just thought, wait, so much easier. Simple. Keep it simple and stupid. So back to the chat. No more chat. Everything's good. So recap again. Ron Paul's the bestest ish. Um, Poker chips are cool. Don't send me fancy stuff. Stickers are fine. I don't know what to do with them, but I'll figure it out. I'll steal your guys' ideas. It's just super simple to do this stacking community stuff. I just copy, copy and paste maybe someday if I get good enough at it. So that's it. So it's been over an hour, I think. Oh no, I actually might have 4 minutes and a few seconds left to ramble. Anybody left here to ramble on? All right. So, well, since I got that time, any coin show advice? I got some great coin show advice on this live chat in less than an hour. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Uh, Election result influence PMs. Yeah, I think it will. I think, yeah, I think it will. I don't know which way, uh, and it's possible that it won't affect it. But I do think that inflation has affected the the price of retail physical silver for us common folks, not the rich, because a $10 loaf of bread isn't going to bother a multimillionaire. It'll bother a multi-hundredaire like me, but location, location, location. Ah, man, I really envy probably most of you folks that have uh, really good access to more than one local coin shop or plenty. I forget who it is that lives in the New York City area. I mean, he showed a Google map, and there was just red dots all over the place, all representing what you call it, local coin shops, very local. And then stacking, excuse me, stacking plans for 2024 and beyond. I'm 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 kind of done with Eagles. Hey, Pumpkin, I'll be right with you. Kind of done with Eagles as far as weight goal, but collection goal. Get. I think I've got some proofs. At 2013 or 14 or burnished kind. So, but just regular old bullion kind. I think I need to get a 2012 all the way through 2023. My first purchase since wow, in 8 years was a bunch of Eagles from Costco that completed my Monster Box Lucy goal. Um, I want to get some, I'm not going to overpay because I'm a tightwad, but, I've had a new outlook on collecting since I've been watching you folks' channels and videos. So I wouldn't mind, some neat 1 ounce bars, stuff that stacks easier. Um, I wouldn't mind some generic rounds, just plain old generic stuff. Um, Lots of great examples in the community and the videos that you folks post. What else wouldn't I mind? I definitely want to get a Type 2 gold American Eagle of any size, um, whatever is available. And obviously, an OZ is probably going to be a better value per ounce. I don't really have to worry about dollar cost stuff because I mean, gold was, I don't know, under $400 when I first started buying it per ounce. Yeah, there probably was a premium, but I don't know if they talked premium. I talked out the door. I talked, oh, hey, if I could get more than one of those, would I be able to get some kind of savings from you, like a volume savings, stuff like that? Out the door. I was interested in out the door. Um, and I don't want to pay tax if I don't have to, but sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. So I really appreciate we're 58 minutes and 59 seconds. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. I cannot thank all of you that are still here and everybody that come by. Um, I thought I'd do a live because I haven't been able to, my mobility's been really bad. And think I'm going to actually be able to get back to doing some light chores around the house, in the yard, in the garden, in the garage, in the shed, in my workspace. My truck needs clean. Uh, I haven't driven in almost 2 weeks, which is good for my odometer on my Tacoma. But here, 59 minutes and 42 seconds. So thank you so much, everybody. Aloha. Keep stacking. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Watch your six. Don't forget to stack stuff other than precious metals. Food, tarps, blankets, stuff like that. Um, Second Amendment stuff, if you're into that or able to. I am, but I'm not able to. I've got a pellet gun. So I really got to wait to see the whites of their eyes before I use that on anything other than a rat or a feral chicken for dinner. But 1 minute and 19 seconds. All right. Well, hey, that's will be my shortest live ever. If you're aloha, Seven Stacks. Thank you. Um, and Seven Stacks will keep an eye out for you. Right, oh, that I don't know if that's directed to me. Maybe for the Hawaiian coin, but yeah, this is my deep stacker. But I bet you they're available. And if I go to the coin show and you haven't gotten yours yet, I'll pick one up for you. I hope they're not pricey, because then I'll feel guilty because the emperor sent me this, and that was super kind. Kindness is awesome. Don't let people mistake your kindness as weakness. That'd be the only advice. Marriage advice: don't yell inside the residence unless there's a fire type emergency situation. Take it outside, um, and keep stacking. Buy what you can, when you can, while you can, on a however you do it, budgeted or not, um, without neglecting other priorities, investments, and obligations. Pretty simple stuff. Keep it simple, stackers. Hey, wow, Kiss. Keep it simple, stackers. Awesome. Anyhow, uh, the four of you or three of you plus me that are still here, thank you for the thumbs up. Thanks you. Oh, there they go. Thank you for attending and commenting. And I'll see y'all pretty soon. So till then, all right then.